Hey guys, welcome to the Sweet Pea and Chickadee YouTube channel. I'm Kimberly. Today is July 28th. It is episode 40 and I'm back. I haven't posted a video since December. That was the last one, was December, so it's been a minute. A lot has happened and a lot has happened. I mean, Brooke and Dalen, both my children graduated in May. So I had Dalen graduate from college, Brooke graduated from high school. Brooke's leaving for college, you guys, in a couple weeks. That's so crazy. I'm gonna try not to freak out, so I'm trying not to think about it. Probably won't talk about it too much. I don't wanna think about it. So here we are. This is a crafty channel where we mainly talk about knitting, but crochet and all the other craftiness I can get into. And when Brooke pops in here, she does her crochet and her felting and all the other stuff that she does. Yeah, you guys, I don't even know where to start. Like, there's a lot, and I'm not gonna go into everything or else it'll be like a 5-hour episode, but basics is that I went back to teaching, which is crazy. Last time I told you guys that was substitute teaching. My long-term assignment turned into a full-time assignment, turned into I'm coming back next year. I thought I was going back into first grade, which was my new love, shockingly, because when I used to teach back in the day, I taught older grade levels. 4th grade was what I taught, and I thought I only wanted the older kids, and so when I was subbing, I was only doing the older kids. I did a long-term and a younger kid because they really needed me, and I'm like, I can do it for a couple months, no problem. I fell in love with first grade, signed on for first grade, and a couple weeks before school got out for the summer, I was told that I needed to go to kindergarten. Basically, they didn't have enough kids to fill first, so they couldn't have 3 teachers. Anyways, it was whatever. So, I didn't have to go to kindergarten, but if I wanted to stay at that school, I needed to do kindergarten. And I really love that school, and I really love the people there. And so I've never taught kindergarten before. I taught preschool a little bit, but like that's like a group of 10 kids. Like preschool is nothing compared to kindergarten. So I'm a little freaked out. I'm excited, really kind of freaked out, but it'll be okay. So I think last we left off, I was in Advent knitting. Pretty sure that would have been my December stuff. I don't even remember what I said in the video. I did record an episode in like February, and you know when it happens, other podcasters know, like the lighting was off, my camera kept moving, like everything was just kind of a mess, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna, it was a long one, and I just scrapped it, and then I have yet to be back. So here I am, I'm back. It's just been crazy. I can't even, done a lot of shopping. Okay, so I felt so good. I did not buy any yarn for like the entire till about May because I was so busy with teaching. I didn't have time, and so I've also been barely knitting. And I was so proud of myself. But then the festivals came along, right? Maryland Ship and Wool, Yarn Centric. We have one local. It's Public Knitoxication, which is at a winery, and so I've got a lot to show. But first, let's get into finished objects. They're all socks. I have a couple things that aren't gonna be here. Like I gift knitted like a hat for my niece and a pair of socks for my niece, and I've cranked a couple socks I've already given to my family members. So I don't have those, but I do have the socks I've been knitting. So I've also been participating in Desert Vista Dye Works 10th annual monthly sock club. It's like a knit along. So you knit a sock a day, like every month. No. So you knit a sock a month. You knit a pair of socks in a month. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. It's been a minute. Okay, so you knit a pair of socks in a month from Desert Vista Dye Works yarn. It has to start, you can't start till the 1st, you have to end by the end of the month, and you submit it on Ravelry into the group to have it counted. Every 3 months, if you do it the first 3 months in a row, you get a 30% off code, which is great for her yarn. And then if you do it for the first 6 months, on the 6-month mark, you get an email to pick out your free skein of yarn, and it can be any colorway from her lineup that's not retired. So that's really exciting because if you don't know Desert Vista Dye Works, it's all self-striping, well, mostly self-striping, but they cycle out their colorways every month. So sometimes you're not gonna see that colorway for like a whole other year, which is really great for like constant turnover. But then if you see someone else knitting something and you really, really want it, you might have to wait. Oh, you can see my reflection. So that's really exciting. And then if you do it for the next 3 months after that, so at the 9-month mark, you get another 30% off discount. And at the end of the year, if you finish all 12 months, you get a free specialty colorway skein of yarn, which is really kind of cool. So I did it for I can't even remember. I think I did it 2022. So that would have been like the 8th annual. I thought it was the 7th annual. 8th annual? Must have been 8th. Anyways, doesn't matter. I did it in 2022. I thought it was exciting. I took a couple of years off, and or last year, I don't know. Okay, whatever. I took some time off, and because it's like, it's every month you knit from the same, you know, brand of yarn, and it's like, you know, time oriented or whatever. And I knew I'd want to do it again in the future. And then she said that this 10th annual was going to be her last one. So of course I had to jump in on it. So of course that one's been like the main thing I've been knitting, because I want to keep on track for that. But I've also been kind of dabbling in some other kind of soothing knits, like my advents that I started that I did not finish, and like blankets and that sort of thing. I'm also making Brooke a blanket for college, so I've been crocheting that. So let's get started with the first few months of socks for my Desert Vista dye work. So in January, I knit this pair. I'm only showing you one at a time. This is the colorway Judith Grimes. It's a sock set, so I had a different colorway for the heel contrast color. I really like this one. I made this one really long. I wanted some really long socks. I must have been really cold because it was January. I don't normally make them this long. So I really like this pair, Judith Grimes. And then my February pair was Summer Berries, which I was kind of going for like the February kind of like, you know, Valentine's-y Summer Berries. All of my socks are the same, like 64 stitches, right? 64. And then I do a Fish Lips Kiss heel and a rounded wedge toe. Normally, this is my normal length for my socks. I do like a 2x2 rib, and I think about 18 rows for my cuff, and then about 40 rows for my leg. This one was way longer, so I don't normally do that, but I think I was cold. And then I have March was Jobs, kind of like a Steve Jobs reference. I really like this one. This one was fun. It was really fun to knit it up too. Same as the other one. And then April was Zombody's Mad Here. She's got her whole like Zombody line, which means if it's got Zombody in the name, it's got these, she calls them decomp kind of speckle stripes. So this is green decomp something. This is lavender decomp. It's like the whole Walking Dead kind of situation. All right, and then I have, what was May? May was the Zom Mistress of Evil. Let me go ahead and put this on really quick. I really liked this pair as well. Zom Mistress of Evil. I like that blue color. It's a little more like aqua, like greenish blue in person. And then June was Time to Travel. And these are all skeins that I already had in my stash because she dies to order. So it takes at least a month, if not longer, to get your yarn. Like usually like 6 weeks, if not longer, is normal. This is Time to Travel. I loved how bright this was. It was June. It was like, I started it at the very end of the school year. I was like, let's get traveling, have some vacation. And then the one I just finished for July was actually my specialty colorway for 2022. So the free thing I got, and it actually was a sock blank, already knitted up, and it was double knit. So I got to make 2 of the exact same ones. Oh my gosh, stuck in my shirt. And I made these for my mom. So she doesn't know these are for her. So they're a little short. You can kind of tell the foot's a little shorter, tiny. She's like barely smaller than me. But I loved the fade. It's so good. Now, if I did a contrast color, this would have faded a whole lot more up here, but it didn't matter to me. I really liked it. And the socks, because they were like a double knit sock blank, which I have the rest of it here, I can show you. Because I have enough to make, I think, me some shorty socks, like very shorty with contrasting color. But so it's like this is the leftovers, and it's double, so it's got 2 strands, so they like super matched up. So the socks are pretty identical. And this is what I have left. And if I use like contrast color for like maybe the cuff, heels, and toes, I can totally get some shorty socks out of this for me. I'm really excited. Yeah, so here's the label for, well, here's her label. And then this was the specialty colorway. I was number 55 out of 92 total for that year. It's pretty exciting. So I had kept all of these, so I didn't knit because I knew I wanted to do the knit along again. And so I had knit Anita's or Vista Dye Works for like a year or two in between my last one. So you have to save them because you have to use them only for this color, for this knit along. So I'm down. This was my last one. I have a Christmas colorway already set up for December or November, whatever I want to knit it. And you can do a month. One of the rules is that you can do 1 month of like a monster, they call them monster socks, where you can just take a whole bunch of scraps. So that's all I have left though. So I had already put in an order with my 30% off discount, and got a whole bunch in. And I kind of went overboard. I cut like 7 skeins of yarn. I don't need that many to finish out the year, but whatever. She had like her Halloween stuff out. I couldn't help it. Okay. That's one of the things I'm going to show you. So that I have those socks done, 1 a month. And then I did finish my Woolens and Nosh Advent socks. I'm gonna put this on. Now, you'd think I would have finished this in like January or something, but no, I like literally just finished this. So here was the Woolens and Nosh Advent sock. So it's a stripe a day for every day in December. I went exactly through 25, I think 24, however many. This is the contrast that it came with. And yeah, what's really good about Woolens and Nosh, because I've been knitting, it's my 3rd time, I knew exactly how many colored stripes, because it's the exact same, just the colors are different and the contrast color is different. So I knew exactly how many stripes I needed to do before I put my heel in, and then like it was so nice. But I just marked my heel, like I didn't do the heel, I just marked it, which was nice. And then I came back and put in an afterthought for this. These are the afterthought heels. So when I finished like last month, this month in July, I think I finished June or July, I finished these socks. And all I had left, I had 1 whole sock done, and all I had left to do on the other sock was put in the heel. Like the heel was actually already cut and my needles were in, and I just hadn't finished the heel for like months. Who does this? Anybody else do this? I was like, listen, Kim, you need to finish these socks. Like I could be wearing these. Of course not right now because it's Virginia and it's summertime, so no socks. Okay, so that's it for my finished object, you guys. That's all since December. You know, well, I've been busy with these and teaching, which I will say teaching in the younger grades is nice because I don't have a lot of like bring home work in the sense of grading. I don't have like a lot of grading to do because it's not as much grading in the younger grades, but you're just so exhausted with the little kids. They're very, you know, it's like having a bunch of 5-6-year-olds, like, you know, when you had a 5 or 6-year-old as a child, if you ever had children, and you had like 20 of them at one time. So it's just they're lovely, just mentally, you know, physically draining, but they're adorable. Okay, now I've got that done. Okay, whips. Now I'm only going to show you what I've really been working on lately, and like I've done some things, but I don't know. Just what I've been doing lately. Because if I worked on everything I've worked on since December, I don't even know. And I don't even remember what I've worked on. Now, I'll probably start with what I haven't worked on, what I've worked on the least, I guess. I don't know. I cast this on in January for Advent, because it's my Hedgehog Fibers Advent. And I waited to do till January to do their knit along. They did like a knit along for their pattern that went with the Advent. And I've gotten pretty far actually, but not, I think I'm over halfway. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a Pelargonium scarf by Hedgehog Fibers. So here's what I got so far. So it starts with this color and then it blends, and you're holding them double, and then you're dropping a skein and putting in a new color, like dropping one of the strands, pulling up another strand from the next color. So like these two are merged here. Then it goes fully into this color, then they merge, and then it's fully blue. So it's really pretty. Now, you could use it in any order or combo you wanted from the advent, but they do give you like a suggested, or like the one that the pattern was made in, and it tells you the exact days and in which order, which was really nice. And when I was teaching, I was like, look, I do not have time to think this out. I like what they have on the pattern. I'm gonna just do it. So I've been following it exactly. I didn't swap anything out. So very pretty. My color right now, I'm fully into this color. And then I can't remember my next color. I've been only winding up so many at a time so I don't get them confused. And I think I took a picture of these in the right order so I would know. I think my next color is this. And then I think it goes into this and then this. I don't know. I have a picture ready, but, and that's not even it. There's more. And I've been keeping track of these. Well, I hold it because it comes, the Hedgehog Fibers Advent, which I just ordered, the 2024 one today. It comes like this, and it's from Ireland. So exciting when it comes. And it comes in little boxes, but how I display them is like this. So these are the ones I have used already because I have them closed. These are open because I have not used them and I haven't wound them. They're just like this. Now, these will not all get used. I'm almost done, I think. I think it only uses 20 or 21 colors, I think, actually. That color does not get used. This color does not get used. I thought about it. I wound it up because I thought maybe I'd put it in because it's so pretty, but I didn't. So yeah, some of these will get used. And I don't think that one is, maybe. Anyways. But yeah, I like this holder. And the exact same, the box looks different for next year, but it's the exact same, so it's really nice. These are like individual boxes. Love it. Okay. So yeah, this one's really nice because it's like easy to memorize. All that changes is like the beginning part. And once you have your set, like once you've done it enough, you know exactly what you're doing across. Like once you get past this little beginning part, it's the same all the way. It's really nice. Did I mark? Yes. So this is where I was like, I did this all in like, I went from like here to here in March and then stopped it. And then I picked it back up in like, I think June, and I did a bunch of it in June. It's really addictive swapping out the colors because you can tell you're not really holding each color very long because you're holding them double. And so the changing of the colors is pretty frequent. Now this is already pretty big. I mean, it's not that big, I guess. But when it blocks, it's going to be even bigger, which I'm really excited about. And this is in a Scrappy Angel bag. Right here. I like this one because, sparkles. I'm trying to stab myself with these needles. I don't know what's going on. All right, so next one. My other advent is my Sweet Shop. Sweet Shop blanket. That's by Laura Penrose, and I'm using my Ruby and Roses advent from last year. This I cast on first. I cast on in December, and this is really fun because you get to kind of pick and choose which colors go where. I don't think I have any on. No, I'm completely off needles. Okay. This is what I have so far. And I think I showed you guys a little bit of what I had started. It started here. So these the first 4 days, and it started here and it's gone on from there. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Ruby and Roses yarn smells so good. Like it's like a light perfumey kind of. Oh gosh, so good. Okay, so these are the first 4 days, and then I just kind of gone on from there. Basically pick one that I think looks good around the other ones. Pretty much. Like if I have too much blue, I kind of try to space them out a little bit because there's a lot more blue in this, I think, and a lot more pink, so I kind of spread them out a little bit. But yeah. And I'm doing like a large, so each one of these colors will get 2 squares, and I'm using the whole skein as well. And so I think I can get like a large throw out of it. And I think I'm gonna make it the rectangle, because I was thinking I was gonna do square. I'm gonna do the rectangle one, and it's gonna be a really large. And I got a bunch of actually her new minis. So if I get to it and I want them to be a little bigger, I'm just gonna throw in my new minis with it because it'll be the same yarn at least. It won't be the whole advent, it'll be like something else as well. Because I tend to usually, like, if I'm gonna make an advent project, I only want to use the advent yarn unless I need like a main color, just because, I don't know, so I can say it's my advent blanket, I guess. Who cares? I don't know why I do that. So if I get to it and I want it to be a little bit bigger, I will go ahead and add in some other Ruby and Roses mini skeins. Now, I am using Ruby and Roses, held double for this, and then this I'm just using DK. So the gauge is not exact, which is really fine for blankets. Her yarn is already plump and I'm holding it double, which makes it even more plump. This I'm using Brooke Ultra Wool DK, which is already on the thinner side for a DK, I would say. So it's a little bit different, but not drastically different, and it feels fine. Like, when you hold it, you don't feel the difference. Looking at it, it looks a little bit more like see-through than this, and it's totally, I think it's fine. I love it. It's gonna be awesome. Really excited about this. And I'm going through, so my plan is, before I put this away, is that, so I'm also, one thing at a time, Kim, I am weaving in my ends as I go. Obviously there's a whole crap ton of ends, like a lot of ends. But these are woven in. I have not clipped them because I'll clip them later, but I've woven all these in. I wait until it's like this, where it's fully enclosed, where I have all of the points touching, and then I'll weave all these in. So that one is like I like this one to weave in. I think I did this one last is why. And like, so this one, yeah, they're all out, but I still need to put the triangle on top before I weave these in. And they're really easy and quick to weave in. It's not hard at all. Like this one needs to be woven in, I think, yep. And I'll do like while watching TV. Like, it's really quick. Take a break. After you're doing one, you take a break. And these are actually really easy to, like, once you get them in, it's pretty, you don't have to look at the pattern. But yeah. So my plan is, though, is to do all of one color. So not all of one color, all of them one color, one run through at a time. So these are all the first run. And then when I get all the way through, I'll go back and do the next round of the same colors, because they can make 2 rectangles or triangles. Oh my gosh, it's summertime. Triangles. And then I haven't used, I think my last ones are, like, I'm almost done. I have day 21, 22, and 23 left. I think I already did 24. I skipped ahead. And I have the full skein I haven't yet to do, which, oh, because it's so pretty, and I almost don't even want to use it in the blanket. I almost want to make something of it because it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm holding on to it, I think, because I'm just like, do I need to put it in the blanket? Yes, I do, because I need to make like a whole bunch of triangles with this. But I do have her new mini skeins I just got. Anyways, my dilemmas. Okay. So that's that, and that's in a Scrappy Angel bag as well. It's like my Yoda holiday yoga one. Okay, so that's that, and maybe I'll get this done. I haven't worked on this in a while, honestly. If I've been working on a blanket, it's my daughter's blanket, or this pelargonium scarf, if I'm working on anything, and then I cast on in a tank top. Okay, if I'm not working on socks. Now, next, the Primavera blanket. So I have already made a Primavera blanket. I showed you guys last time. I made it for my mom for the holidays. I mean, I made it in the summertime and kept it for the holidays. It was used, did I write that down, what it was mainly used for? Because the Primavera blanket is by CJ Design. She has a blog, and you can get the pattern for free on her blog, which is what I used the first time. You now can buy the pattern if you want for a couple dollars on Ravelry if you don't want to have to deal with the ads. I already just know, and if you buy the pattern, I think she's got like a lot of extra like instructions for different sizes of blanket. I knew I was making the exact same size, so I just went ahead and just used her free version on the blog. It's mainly designed, it was designed for, I don't even remember, it's on, wait, oh, I have Ravelry up right here. It was designed originally, I'll even show you a picture of my original one. Karen Blossom Cakes was what it was originally designed. I made, oh, that's unnecessary. So that was the one I made last time, and it was made using the exact same yarn. So it's like a granny stripe blanket. You've got 3 rows of a color, and the blossom cakes kind of do like a fade, or they're variegated, so it looks really cool. And then you separate each one with like a white cream kind of, one white cream stripe. And then you go into 3 of the colors. And then you do a very small little border, which you can kind of see if you want. If you want, you don't have to, but it's in the instructions that you can, or, you know, don't have to. So Brooke chose that. I let her look at all blankets, or even look at the ones I have. I thought she'd go with like a thinner one, or maybe like a DK weight, because in the dorm, you know, you don't anything too big, I guess, but she went for a big one. She wanted that one. She loved it. But she wanted it in her colors. So her college colors are purple and gold. And I found Lion Brand Heartland had a great kind of purple and gold that went with like, so purple and gold. Oh, they're so soft. Lion Brand Heartland is super soft. I thought it'd be a little thinner. I know it's like, it says it's the same weight, but I thought this would be a little bit thinner than the Karen Blossom cakes. Now the Karen Blossom cakes kind of go thick and thin. This doesn't. But I gauged it. I just went ahead and cast on the same amount of stitches with crochet hook and the same size crochet hook, and it turned out fine. So I didn't have to change any of that. So I think it's working out just fine. And then we chose this as the in-between color to separate out the stripes. So I'll just be alternating these stripes with this as the in-between color. And it's massive. It's over halfway done. I don't want to... It's like, okay. I had it all nicely folded, and now I'm like, I can't figure this out. Okay, so here's the top. Here's my working end. I love it. It reads retro to me. I love this. Now, it's coming across mustardy on screen. It's definitely more of a brownie gold in person. The purple is definitely more of a, I would say royal purple, but that looks kind of royal purple. More of like a pinky purple, but not pinky purple. Like, anyways, more better. I have this marked because this was row 75. I need to get to row 120. And I wanted to keep track so I don't have to recount all of them again. I had to at least get to row 120. I was going to get to row 120 and kind of see if I want to make it a little longer. But yeah, I think my old blanket that I made, I don't think, I ran out of yarn before I got to 120, and it was a fine length. So 120 will be bigger than the other blanket I made, and then I'll just kind of gauge it. I feel like it's longer, like, or wider than the other one. So maybe that has to do with my gauge. But even though it's the same amount of stitches and like the same cast on chain and the same hook, and I thought it was thinner yarn, but who knows. So this is how wide it is. So it like lays across my bed, really, like my king size bed. And she gets a tiny little, but you know how it is, when it folds up, like these knitted blankets really fold up quite thin anyway, so it'll be fine at the foot of her bed. But she loves it, and I'm really excited. It's so soft. And now it's like long enough to where I lay it on me while I'm crocheting it. It's awesome. So yeah, I didn't make any. So if you look at her free blog, I did not make any adjustments. It's the same crochet hook and the same amount of cast on for the chain. But yeah, I love it. The colors are, let me see. The cream is Dry Tortuga. The purple is Hot Springs, and the gold was Canyonlands. So, and I ordered, like I went to Michael's to kind of find the colors I wanted, and then we just ordered it offline. We're like, oh wait, they had a sale, because they have sales all the time. I got like 30% off or something like that, and then ordered a bunch. So it's like really long. So here's how long, 170, 80 something rows. And we're tall, so she's tall. Obviously you guys have seen her. She's taller than me, and I'm 5'10", 5'11". So she needs a nice long blanket. And look, I mean, like all of that, and like it, you know, it could fold up at the bottom of our tiny little twin XL dorm room bed. So that is what I've been like. Now I've been trying to. I finish my monthly socks like as soon as I can throughout the month. Like I finish this month's like not that fast, I guess, a couple days ago, but I didn't start it till like the 6th. And then I mainly been like focusing on crocheting this blanket because she leaves in like 3 weeks and I want to make sure it's done, which it will be done by then if as long as I focus on it, but I get sidetracked. So speaking of sidetracked, last month I really wanted to cast on the Adriata. So this kind of goes into yarn purchases because I purchased this yarn at Yarn Centric. Oh my gosh, you guys. My allergies, you guys, oh my gosh. If you see me pause and like my nose or eyes get red. Okay, so a little bit, that's my only other cast on, right? It's the only other thing I brought down. Yes, okay. So Yarn Centric is an event that's right before Maryland Sheep and Wool. Maryland Sheep and Wool is just like Rhinebeck or like another big, you know, a yarn festival. It is smaller than Rhinebeck, obviously, but not actually, it's pretty big, Maryland Sheep and Wool. Go every year. It's only an hour and a half from my house. It's so fun. It's like a day trip for us, so we don't have to like make accommodations or anything. It's so convenient. The day before that is Yarn Centric. It's on a Friday. Now, I was teaching. I'm a teacher, so I couldn't go on Friday to Yarn Centric because it's during the day normally. So I'm like, well, I can't really go. So my friends were like, just go without me. You know, I can't go. Well, they have like a thing you can buy tickets for the night before. I don't know if they did this every year, but this year they did it, and you could pay a little extra for your tickets. It wasn't that much more, but it was a little bit more, to go the night before. And there's like a little lecture, like La Bien-Aimée got up and talked. It was really cool, and you get to like have some refreshments and do some early shopping. So my friends were like, why don't we just do that? I'm like, you guys, it's so nice. So we all got to go the night before. We left right after I got off work. It was awesome. So you get this free little, well, my ticket paid for this little bag. It was awesome. And one of the things I bought was, I was actually going there looking for this. I saw the Adriata tank top by Joji Locatelli, and I really wanted to make it, and I was like, you know, I didn't want to have to think about the yarn. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to have to try and figure out a yarn for a tank top because it has to be cotton or silk or some kind of blend because of the heat, and I didn't want to have to think about it. And so I'm like, well, what yarn is she using in her design pattern? And it was Queen City Yarns, and it was in her Coleman base. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if Queen City Yarns is gonna be at Yarn Centric, and they were. So that was why I went there looking for that. I'm like, I'm gonna get 3 skeins of Queen City Yarns Coleman base in whatever color for this tank top. Like I already knew that was what I was going for. And so it was really exciting for me. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here, I just realized. Okay. So, I put it aside because first of all, I've knit this thing twice, number 1. Number 2, I've been focusing on other things as I've already said. First, let's talk about the yarn. Here's the yarn I chose. It's more tealy green in person. It's not this blue, it's more teal. It's a juniper colorway is the one I got. I think it's a DK base, the Coleman. And it's 65% silk, 35% linen. So I gauged with this because I wasn't sure. I hate gauging these days. I realized that for me, gauge swatching like totally kills my cast on jam. Like after I'm done with all the bazillion times I have to like try to gauge and re-gauge and all this other stuff and then block it and all that stuff, it's like now I don't even want to cast on anymore. Like I'm over it. Like I realized that for me that I would much rather, if I already know how the yarn's going to behave, I would much rather just cast it on, and if it's not working out, I will just pull it out. And then because you can tell after not that long, like on like the yoke or if something's like looking a little big, I would much rather do that and just redo it because I'm still excited, and usually I've fixed my mistakes or I already know the pattern now, so I go faster. For me, that's how it is. Now, this is silk and linen. I wasn't sure how it was going to block. That was why I gauged, because I wanted to block it to see, because I didn't know how it was going to behave. And it still didn't matter because my gauge was off. You guys, I don't even know why. I don't know why I gauge. Obviously it's me, because some people can gauge and be fine. Anyways, so I ended up going down a needle size. And I wasn't sure, so I actually knit this is the back. I knit like this, like halfway down. I knit this section in a size bigger that I thought I gauged in, it was fine, and it was what it was called for in the pattern. Because I thought I was the same as Hohi, and I don't think I was. I must be a looser knitter than Hohi. And so this is my second one. I think I already, yeah. So I just used another ball cast on without taking out this. I wasn't sure. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And so I went ahead and knit the next one. I realized I do like this one better. I like the detail because in my other one, it seemed a little bit more sloppy because it was a little loose. And so I like the detail on the edging and how it was coming across. This is the back now, not the front, the back. And it's gonna block. So in the back, it's just gotta come right here across my back. And then it's going to get wide. Like, so I'm already started increasing down here, and actually I think I'm stopped, right? Yes. So this is how much I'm knitting of the back, and then you stop. I'm just gonna hold it here on this really big needle, and then I'm gonna cast on the front. And I'm gonna do the front version, which is a little bit different in the neck. And then what we do is we connect the front and the back, and then I knit in the round. So yeah, this is what I got so far. And it's way more teal in person. But yeah, it's really pretty. But I knit this whole section twice, and I thought it was way better. And I still had to gauge swatch. See, like I wouldn't mind knitting it twice if I didn't have to also gauge. Like that was pointless. I might as well just cast on. That didn't help me at all. Clearly it's me. Don't come at me with all you gauge people. Okay, so I got 3 skeins of that, and that's my last one that I'm gonna show you anyways. Other things I purchased at Yarn Centric, because that was my first big night, was Yarn Centric night. And I was feeling the kits. So I normally am not really a kit person because I don't want it to be the same as some of my other people's. I want it to be different. It's a whole awesome thing about knitting is that you can make whatever you want and make it all different, but knit the same pattern and make it different. That's usually my thought, but these days, I don't have the extra brain power. I just want to knit the things. I don't want to have to think about the color process. And so I went ahead and just got a bunch of things that were already put together. First and foremost, I went crazy. You'll see why this is so expensive. I got the cozy stripes. So that Chelsea Yarns was also there. So excited. She's super cool. So sweet. Her and her mom were there. Love them. I got one of her kits. It's the massive kit, so of course it's expensive. Now, it is for the Cozy Stripes cardigan, which she was wearing, and I had to have it. And this is like, all the kits were similar, but slightly different. And I'm really excited because I just can't think about all the colors, and there's different texture of yarn for the Cozy Stripes. The Cozy Stripes is by Shayna Bilo, made in collaboration with Chelsea. And this is the color scheme I picked out. Let me sit that back here. So different fibers. This is like a mohair. This is that zebra. This has got boucle and mohair. This is boucle. This is single ply, I think. Yep. And this is whatever that is. Boucle again. Regular yarn, regular. I say regular, just merino. I'm assuming just merino. DK. And you hold things like double. It makes like this. If you've never seen the Cozy Stripes, it has like different textures for each stripe. It's so cool and looks so cozy. I just really loved it. So I'm really excited for this. I really want to cast this on. Like every time I look at it, I'm like, I want to cast that on so bad. But it's like, first of all, it's July. I'm not gonna need a cardigan. But by the time I finish it, I keep telling myself it would be time to wear it in the fall. But I have other things to do. Blankets. Then I got the thing for my tank top from Queen City Yarns. And then I also saw a cute, like the cutest shirt that I had to buy the yarn for. And I bought the exact same colors that was on the mannequin in the shirt. Do I have it written down? The Marigold Tee. It's the Marigold Tee by Winter's Weather Knits. Oh my gosh, can I just pull it up? Because it's so cute. Favorites. I bought this yarn from Created For You by Laura. it looks like that. So as you can see, it's got like a vertical, so it's made from side to side, which is so cool. And this might even be the exact same. Looks a little different. You can see like the stripes, so that like a little bit of a lace detail, and then it's made from like one sleeve to the other. And you might connect it actually. You make one sleeve in, one sleeve in, and then you connect in the middle. And I could see it, you couldn't even tell that it was connected. It was so nice. So they had a mannequin of a demo there, and I grabbed the exact same one because I loved it so much. My main color is this Hunter Olive Green, not Hunter, Olive Green, which is my favorite because it looks so good with red hair. It brings out the green in my eyes. And I just love olive green. Camouflage olive green is where it's at for me. Created for you by Laura. This is her crystal stash in moss green, which is a 50% superwash merino, 50% tencel. So it's got a nice, soft, lightweight, so it'll be good for, it's still got a little bit of wool in it. So, but it's like a full tee anyways. I wouldn't wear it really like that in the summertime. It'd probably like a spring or fall. And it's gonna be great. And then I got for the vertical stripes is this color. Now, I would never have picked this as the contrasting color. I just would never, I'm just not that, I don't know, adventurous, creative, I don't know. But it totally looked so good, their demo model. It was just so good. I can't even, when I make it, I'll show you guys. This is the Sassy Stash, so it's just $75.25. And she doesn't have a name for it, just speckles, and she tells you exactly what colors are in the speckles. I just love it. So this is like the nice, like got some tinsel, got some shine, and this is like the regular. It's so, oh, I'm so excited to try this, cast this on too. And then I got, and then Ruby and Roses was there, you guys. Ruby and Roses, I've never met her before. I bought in her Advents past 2 years. I didn't get this year's Advent, almost, but only because I wanted to try a couple new things, a couple new Advents I've been wanting to try, and it's okay. Someone's yarn centric and bought pretty much an Advent anyways. So she had her whole Taylor Swift line, which I love. I bought this, which, oh, I just love her yarn. This is Homebody. It's in her sparkle base. Her sparkles are just so good. Super squishy. This is an 80-15-5, and this is the gold Stellina. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I might make, I don't even know. I also got this whole skein, which is Love Addie's, or Lover Addie's version. So pretty. Non-sparkle. This one's just her 85-15. So soft. And then I got a couple different versions of her minis. So these are essentially the same thing, but this one has more colors, but they're smaller. So these are 10 gram minis, these are 20 gram minis. This is the New Romantics Part 2, and this is the New Romantics. So I just really loved it, like this color, this red in with these colors. I just loved it. So it's a 10 gram, 10 gram set, just in her 85-15. So soft. And then like this burnt color, oh my gosh. Like they just go so well together. Her like color scheme, like just love it. And then this one, which has the same colors, but only these 5, 6. But more of them. So there's a whole bunch of like sweaters that have like these really cool stripes. I actually had one on demo, which was really pretty. I think it had like this with it, with like this, or was this with this? I can't remember. But either way, I mean, I would need more than one skein anyways. But it was, I don't know. So I don't even know what I'm gonna use it for. That was my like just buy because I love Ruby and Roses kind of thing. And I was trying to decide which one I wanted, and I got them both. That's how that happened. And yeah, I just couldn't pass up this and this. Anyways, Ruby and Roses, love her stuff. And she's, oh, and her husband was there for her. Oh my God, first of all, she's tall, taller than me. I'm tall. She was really tall, her husband's tall. Like they're just so adorable and they're so funny and they were just, oh, so cute. It was really great meeting them. Oh, and then I also grabbed Yarn Centric, Camp Stitchwood. They do like stickers and other things, patches and pins and stuff. And I went there because I specifically wanted this one. It's VA for Virginia. It's got the knitting on it. And then I grabbed this one. Oh. That was dogs. This one. And I grabbed this one. That was really cute. And then I also got one for Brooke because she loves sunflowers, and it was a sunflower with a yarn ball in the middle. I got her that, and she already put it on her new laptop for college, so she's pretty excited. Camp Stitchwood. And here's all of our information. Okay. And what do I do with these stickers? I put them in a pile. They're meant, like I always got them to go on stuff, like on my laptop, which I don't put anything on. I don't know why I thought I would. My teacher laptop, some people do that, so maybe. And also my water bottles, like, but then I never do. Like I have a fear. I know I've talked about this before. I am indecisive. Although Anna from Zebra Yarns gave me a really good tip on like, cause I was like, what if I don't like it where it is and I want to move it around? She's like, why don't you just like put, without taking off the sticker, just put like tape something on the back and position it how you want it. And then when it's all done, the whole thing's covered, then you go back and like adhere it. I'm like, that's a great idea. But really, I'm just indecisive. I think what it comes down to. Okay. And then, oh, so that was Yarn Centric. Before Yarn Centric, I got a couple things in the mail that I think I mentioned last time because I was waiting on them for a long time with my botanical yarn. I ordered it after Wool and Folk, the whole Wool and Folk disaster. And then it didn't come in till like January, February. So I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, crinkles. Botanical yarn, she's from the UK. This is for the Andrea Mowry tessellated vest kit I really wanted to make. And this is the kit that I picked out that I wanted to make. I got this color because I loved it and I knew it would not look so great with my hair. I have a problem. Like red hair is hard, guys. So it doesn't always look good with the colors I love. But you know what? I decided to just go with it because I loved it and I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't look great with my red hair. It's cute and pretty and I really like it. So I got this. That was my big thing I got from her. And then I got like a mystery grab bag of minis. And look, it's like pretty similar. Like I love how I know she picked this out like to go with like my color scheme that I liked. I love this. It's like a purple and blue kind of marl. Love that. So pretty. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. And then because it took so long, like it really did. She had a lot of orders and it took a long time to get this. Like I ordered it in October. I didn't get it till like February. She threw in a couple goodies, which was super sweet. She didn't have to. This like needle toppers, which was really pretty. And then it was around Valentine's Day when she sent it to me. Cute, love. Moving on to Maryland Sheep and Wool. Now this happens every year or the last 2 years. Like I can't find yarn at Maryland Sheep and Wool. I think it's because like the day before I would have just gone to Yarn Centric and bought a lot of yarn. And then I go to Maryland Sheep and Wool and I'm like, meh, I don't know. I remember my stash. And I end up making like a large something purchase like for my craftiness. So like last year it was my spinning wheel. This year it was, at the end of the day, I realized, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna get this. It is my Thread and Maple leather binder. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. So I got this, and this is the large version. It can hold 7 pages. What you do is you buy whichever, the regular size or the jumbo size or large, I don't know what she calls it. And then you buy your individual pages to suit your needs. What I really wanted this for is for my double pointed needle set. My husband got me, like for a present one year, got me 2 sets of double pointed knitting needles, and he got me like a short set and a longer set, and they're signature needle arts, which are out of business now. And as you know, they're super sharp. Like they come in the tubes, and I kept them in the tubes, but I kind of wanted somewhere to like put them in, and they're super sharp. So I wanted them to be in like a leather, something that it wasn't gonna poke through type thing. So I saw these thread maple, and I actually saw a little demo that they did like the night before I went to Maryland Shipping Wool. So I was kind of like heading to this station. I'm like, I need to see what they got going on. This is the dark, I believe it's like the whiskey, no. It's the dark color brown. There's like a lighter color brown, which I actually wanted, but they were sold out. And I love this color too, so they're both not fine. And I could have ordered it, but I really wanted to get it at the show. So it's a large binder. It can fit 7 pages. I only have 4, and it's already pretty full. Like it could maybe fit 7, maybe. And I think it's because it fits 4, and the normal binder fits 4 pages. This one's supposed to fit 7. And I mean, it's really this part, because what you do is you snap them in with right here. So I think like 2 more pages could fit, but because I'm using I have a whole bunch of stuff in this. So it really depends, I think, on what you're putting in your pages and how thick it's gonna be. The first one I got, because you buy your things individually, your pages. This is just a project page one, like a project. So you can take these out and take it with you. I'm gonna show you how that happens. So this is where you snap them in. This is my ChowGoo double pointed needle set, which I got for my birthday from my husband. And I'd already bought this. So this is the page, and these are Velcroed on, and they're specifically designed to fit ChowGoo interchangeable needles. Did I say double pointed? Interchangeable needles, right here. So you tell them which ones you have, like which brand, and they'll send you the exact one to go with that interchangeable set, which is really cool. And it's got like little zippers here, so you can fit stuff, like the little things to change. But I actually put those on the next page, because this is where you can put, which is really thick, because I got extra cables. This has all the cables, and you can have them all organized, and it comes with even stickers, which I have not done yet, in the beginning, where you can like put how long each cable, like each envelope cable is. But so I got the ones that it came with in the set, and then my husband and my son for my birthday got me extra cables, you can see right here. So I'm super set with cables, but it also means I have like a super thick, this section. And then I put all of my stuff, like the little hooks and stuff that helps you like put them on in this zipper. Now, this is what I bought it for, was for my interchangeable set. They only had 1 page left, which is why I bought the other ones. And I was like, well, I'm definitely gonna need more than 1 page. Well, the back of the binder already has a page, so that was nice. So actually I got 2, but I still need 1 more full page because I have 4 more needles left to put in. So I have them in order, and I have the long version, which goes in the back because it's longer, you can fit, and the shorter ones go in the front, and I have them basically 2 through whatever. And they're really sharp. Now, I will tell you that they kind of fall out. If I go this upside down, they will fall out, like they're looser, but it's only because this isn't all full, I notice. If they're all full, then they're tighter. But this is supposed to kind of keep them in. And I mean, I'm not just like dumping my binder upside down, so it doesn't really matter. But these ones, I'm like using them in projects, which is why they're not in. But I want to keep them in order, so my larger 4, I think, needles, I'm just gonna go on my next page. I just need to order. I'm gonna order another one of these pages. I haven't done it yet. So I love this. And what's so cool about this is, like, if you have this project page, I'm gonna show you. You unsnap here. I'm gonna put this down so I don't dump everything out. Unsnap, take off a page, or you add on page, whatever. This is the project page. And then you fold it. You unsnap here, snap, and then it turns into something you just throw in your knitting bag. That is so cool. I didn't even know that until she did a little demo on it. Like, I saw it on Instagram before I got there. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And then you just unsnap, resituate, and then you can put it back in with these little hooks, back in my binder. and it's just a snap. So I think I do have enough room to put a couple more, but it's just that I'm kind of thick right now. So I think what I'll do is that I will eventually get another binder. I can definitely fit one more because my knitting needle, my double point needle ones aren't very thick. So like that doesn't take up as much room. So I think I can fit one. I only need one more anyways. I can fit one in this binder. Eventually I think I'll get another binder, the smaller one, and maybe like just put my double pointed stuff in there or my interchangeable stuff in there maybe. But yeah. So excited. I love this so much. It's definitely spendier, but I mean, it's leather, crafted leather. So, and it smells so good. It smells just like leather. And this is a magnetic closure. Zipper on the back. So nice. And it's heavy. I mean, I'm not throwing this around places. It's kind of hefty with all my stuff in it. So I got that at Maryland Sheep and Wool, and I think that's all I got. I mean, it was a pretty big purchase. No, not true. I did find some fiber because I was looking for fiber. I didn't find any fiber at Yarn Centric. I mean, there was fiber there. I just didn't get it. Okay. So this was super affordable. And I was also going there looking for coasters. I forgot. So I got this. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. So this is by Walnut Farm Designs. And it's got some shimmer to it. So soft. Oh my gosh, I caught my eye from across like the aisle. I saw it. This is 4 ounces of ametrine, 80/20 superfine merino wool. Ametrine, I think, is the color. So it's 80/20 superfine wool and stellina. So pretty. And then I got this. This is actually also caught my eye. You see the sparkles? Oh yeah, there's the sparkles. It's like colored sparkles too. Which this is merino, stellina, combed top, glitter multicolor. So it's a combed top. So not definitely still soft, but this is just so soft. This is still really soft as well. I don't know what that is. So sparkly pretty. And then I also grabbed a cute little stitch marker. It's like a little purple ghosty, like a little Pac-Man ghosty. Cute. And then I got a couple of these. I forgot which place I got these from, but I was looking for cute coasters for my classroom. And or for at home or something. I love these little pom-pom coasters. It was like 2 for something super cheap. I got 2 of them. So that's what I got at Maryland. So I did get some fiber. And I've been saying this whole summer, or before summer, it was like, I'm going to be doing so much of my crafts. I'm going to be reading so many books. I'm going to be, I need to spin. I want to crank my socks. I have a weaving kit. Oh, I haven't shown that. I got a little tabletop loom weaving kit from my friend Holly. And I really wanted to get into that, but I haven't done it before. So I need to sit down and like kind of learn it. And I haven't. I've read 1 book, which I was really excited about. And I've barely done any knitting. I've just been so busy. Getting a kid ready for college is busy. Having like all the kids home is busy. Preparing for the next school year is busy. It's just crazy. So that's what I got at Maryland Sheep and Wool. Then I had Public Knitoxication, which was in June, like mid-June. And that I got a bunch of yarn. Like, I should not have. I'm not regretting my purchases. I just had no business buying that much yarn. Because as you can see, and this is not even all of it. And I didn't buy it for any kind of project other than socks. Like these are mainly sock yarn. Like, I mean, I haven't really bought anything just for socks except for my Desert Vista Dye Works, which I'll show you. But I bought a lot of sock yarn and that's all I wanted was like, this is for socks. Now, if I turn it into a hat or something else later, cool. But it's mainly probably socks. Let me see. Where is this one. And this. Okay, first stop. Well, I did like a little walkthrough. We all did as our group. We did a walkthrough. But my first stop was Rising Tide Fiber Co. because I just love her stuff. Love Melissa. Hi, Melissa. And I usually buy her stuff every time. And I just need to knit faster. Okay, what was so great about Rising Tide Fiber Co. is that she had out a whole bunch of samples. Like she would have a colorway out and she would have like a little swatch sample or even a sock like knit up or like a hat. And it was like so great because you could see the colors really. Because like this one may not seem like, I don't know, it's so pretty knit up. So like these pops of blue and like the red, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. knit up. This one is Luck of Legend. Answer 75-25. I just love her yarn. Love her yarn, love her dyeing method, just love, love, love. And she does a really good job of like, cause it's knit up and it's not, it doesn't, like the speckles don't clump together. Like it's really well blended. I just love it so much. So there's this one. Then this color, which I saw, I think in a hat. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And this colorway is Petal Power. Super pretty. Then there's this one. Oh my gosh. Love. Just like, look at like random pops. Oh my gosh. This one is Moon Goddess. I love the name. And then this sock set, which this is the first thing I saw that I was like, I'm getting this. So pretty. And it's made in the 80s, which I was. Pretty, pretty. So these are gonna be socks probably, or something else. Like maybe something else for somebody else, maybe. Oh, but I just wanna make socks. She even asked me, she's like, what are these gonna be for? I'm like, probably just socks. I'm so boring. But they're so pretty. Or hats, like this one might be a good hat for me. See, for hats, I have to kind of go with my hair color. I don't have to, but you know. But like this might be a good like shawl. Oh my God, I don't know. I love them all. Probably socks though. Then I hit Jersey Cat, which I got my own bag from there. I didn't get anything from her Maryland Sheep and Wool. Like, you know, you walk through and I'm just like, you're just not seeing, like, I wasn't seeing yarn that day. I was like, yeah, no, I don't know. I have like a bunch of Jersey and it's just, I don't know. And then I walk in at Intoxication like a month later. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want all the things. I also saw a couple of her dyeing of certain colorways on Instagram the night before, so that didn't help. Okay, so I got a bunch. One of them I got for my husband. I got him this color, which I thought he would really love, and if he didn't, I was gonna steal it. But he really was been wanting kind of like a green tone, some work socks. Like I crank his socks on my Earl Blocker Speedster, and because he's got size 15 feet and I'm not knitting that. I did it like twice and never again. So I crank him socks that he wears with the suits for work and he loves them. So I thought he's been looking for like a greenish. I thought that's really, really great. This colorway is Heart of the Forest. Really pretty. And her yarn is just so soft. For socks, I get her, what's it called? The Just Sock Base? Yeah, 75-25 Just Sock Base. She's got a really good BFL one as well. It's like plushier and it's just so soft. I love it. So these will be cranked for Damon. I got this color for me. Oh my gosh. It like almost gives off Americana, but then not. I don't know. I was just like drawn to this. This is Calliope. I think that's how you say it. So pretty. And then I got this one. So pretty. This is Flow State. I saw her dye this in like her little videos. Super pretty. And then this one, which is Snatched. Love that color. These will all be socks. I just love her because I will reach for my Jersey Cat socks a lot more because it's just so soft. And then I got these two. Okay, so we're all standing in the booth. I was there with like Rebecca from Raging Proman and Angel from Scrappy Angel. And we're all in there and I'm like, okay, these colors look almost the same, but they're different. And I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I got them both. Like I could literally use these together, but they're just different. Okay, so this one has like more of the greens and yellows, and this one has more of the purples and blues maybe? They're different, you guys. This is more yellowy. Not funny? Okay, so the yellowy one is Whisper. And I loved it in its own way. Like it's not something I have really in my stash, although you can probably look up here and see something similar. Love this. And then there's this one, which is Equilibrium. And you know what? Once I like actually knit them, they're probably gonna look different. Like once I start it, they'll obviously look more different. Just in the skein, they look really similar, but I just love them both. And that's it. I got like so many from her shop. It was insane. But one was for Damon. So does that even count? So I got those. And so these are all like single off skeins. And like I don't have enough. Doesn't matter. The heart wants what it wants. Okay. Then I got, not yarn, but fiber, which I love. I love Companion Fiber. I love her. She's local. And you can see my cat's got a hold of one of them and I about freaked out. So it's supposed to be in this form. She puts all our fiber in this little pinwheel kind of situation. This one's our Pocket of Posies colorway. I am super excited. I loved it so much. I got 2 of them and my cats like took off twice. I saw a strewn across my floor and I'm like, oh my gosh. See, I'm already breaking this one. So I got 2 of them. She had 2, I grabbed the 2, basically. My cat got the other one, Pocket of Posies. And clearly I love this color so much, I got another thing of coasters in the same colorway. She makes these cute little coasters. They're like cork on the bottom, and I got the Companion Fiber. I already have a set, and I wanted a set for my classroom. How many coasters do I need in my classroom? Apparently a lot. I do have a lot of drinks. That makes sense. I love this color, clearly. Okay. And then, oh, she also had earrings. I got a couple earrings. I got this kind that kind of matched my hair really well, like very autumny, the shorter kind. And then I got a more dangly kind because I really liked that color as well. These more stand out. Super pretty. Oh, probably supposed to be like this. Pretty, pretty. And then from a different place, Brooke was asked for something for her walls for her dorm. She actually asked for that. So I got her something for her walls one time, like a dream catcher, and she loved it. So when I went to Rhinebeck to Maryland Sheepman Wall, she's like, hey, can you get me something for my wall? And then I couldn't find any kind of wall hangings. I don't know why I couldn't find anything. But then at Public Intoxication, I found something. So I got her this. It's really pretty. It's by Wild Hair. She made them. She dyes yarn and does self-striping and regular yarn and all that stuff. But she made these cute little, like a whole bunch of different ones. So there's this side or this side. I don't know which one's the front or if it matters. I think maybe this side looks like the front maybe. So she's gonna hang this in her dorm. Super pretty. Okay, so that was it from Public Intoxication. And I had no business because the thing is, I have a lot of yarn. Let's get over that part. But I haven't been doing a lot of knitting. So at least when I have a lot of yarn, I'm constantly knitting. And I mean, I am still constantly knitting. I just haven't been like producing. I've been making a lot of socks, I guess. Like I haven't felt like I'm producing as much as I was buying. Now I hadn't bought up until May. So I was feeling pretty good about that. I was like, yeah, that's okay. I don't need to because I'm not, knitting as much. But now I feel like I've made up for it and then some. But I'm not going to Rhinebeck this year because I'm teaching. And so I feel like, it'll probably slow down. Like once I'm in the school year, I didn't buy any yarn because I was just too busy. I couldn't even think about it. And I wasn't knitting that much anyway, so it didn't really matter. I have ordered a bunch of Advents. I've ordered yarn ink. She had a Friend Miss one, which I'm a sucker for anything Friends related, the TV show. Also, but I also don't like it when they're all like it doesn't really, like the colors don't really go with it. I'm like, eh. But this was so great. So they're gonna be names off of Friends references, but the color scheme is jewel tone and not in a rainbow, or not in a fade. I think it's just like jewel tones that'll all go together, but they're jewel tones. And I was like, oh, first of all, I love jewel tones and it's Friends related. Win-win. So yarn ink. And then I grabbed Playful Day. So yarn ink is a new one for me, and Playful Day, which I've always kind of wanted. I think she does like natural dyeing, and it's more of like muted kind of tones. But so I was really excited about that because I thought that would be a really great kind of something I could turn a really nice garment into. So I got those 3, and then I didn't do Woolens and Nosh this year. I'm kind of going in for something like different. The only thing I'm doing the same is my Hedgehog fibers because I just love them. And I missed the Freckled Whimsy because I was going to do Freckled Whimsy because I was like, well, I bought hers every year but not knit them. So I was like, oh, I'll buy this year. Maybe I'll knit hers. Well, I missed their update, and I was hoping she'd do another release, and she hasn't done one yet, so fingers crossed, but I don't think it'll happen. So I went ahead and grabbed the Cozy Knitter. I think she's the OG one. I think she's the one that started the Stripe a Day socks for Advent. I'd never done hers before, so I went ahead and she's had her update the other day, and so I went ahead and grabbed that Advent. Just like, oh, I might as well get one from her. I haven't done her yet. So year of new things. So my Desert Vista Dye Works order came in. I don't know. One of these will be the one I will do for August. Let me just start with the non-Halloween ones. So this is the first one. So pretty. This is Stranger Things 2. I know it says Stranger Things 3, but it's actually Stranger Things 2, which is what I ordered. So it totally is fine. This colorway is going to be so cool. I've seen this knit up. Then there's For a Quart of Thorns and Roses, and it's a sock set. It looks so cool in person, like lit up. I love it. I'm so excited. And then I got Troll Dolls. Oop, this one's caught. Troll Dolls, which is great. It's got like the troll body color and like the yellow hair. It's like different, and it's got the red. It's all the different hair colors. I'm so excited about this one. And then I grabbed, the rest are Halloween. This one is Zom Mummy. It's got like a speckle one and then like a more lavendery stripe, but this one seems to be a little bit different than what I saw online, but it's got more red in it, which is kind of cool. So got this Mummy. And then these two are kind of similar, but not. This one is like, I would say, more true Halloween color stripes. This is the Halloween Moon. It's gonna be like very straightforward Halloween colors. I'm really excited about that. This one has got the Zom Mummy in it. Zom Body says boo, not Zom Mummy. Zom Body says boo, so it's got like the speckled stripes in there. Pretty. And then I grabbed this one because it was like super like on sale. It was like $15, $16. And I'm like, this would be super cute as like a hat or something. Kooky Halloween. So it's black with like these splotches of neon colors or other colors. Which looked really cute. So I went ahead and grabbed that since it was like super affordable anyways. So yeah, that's all I've got. So I don't know. It's not going to be a Halloween one for August. I think I'll do this one, one of the Halloween ones in September probably, and October, both months. I like to do it a month before the holiday. That way they'll be done. I can wear them. So it'll be one of these three for August. I don't know which one. They're all exciting. Who knows? Okay. And I think that's it. I don't think I have any like yarn orders waiting. I just got a lot of Advents I've bought. For future cast-ons, obviously the things I've bought for, like my Marigold tee, the Cozy Stripes cardigan, all the things, my tessellated vest. I really want to make those. All right, something that I really wanted to make that I just found today was Stowaway by Wool and Pine. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's a sweater. And I saw it on Magpie Fiber. She posted it. I really like her version. Oh my gosh, it is, the sleeves are insane. I love that. I love the length that she did. The original has like this little like hoodie pocket, which is also cute. But I like it without, I would probably do it without the hoodie pocket because I really liked how she has it styled. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I really want to make that. I don't know if that's new or something because I just saw it. I don't know. I love it. And then I also saw a really cute shawl by Tiff Nealon that I've already favorited because I really want to make that one too. And you can do a whole bunch of different like colors. And it's the collection scarf. And she did it using like 2 types of variegated, so 2 types of Spin Cycle Dream State yarns. But I have tons of other like similar to Dream Cycle similar to Spin Cycle yarn where it like fades kind of. I have a bunch of yarn like that, so I think I would totally like use yarn I already have for it. And she gives you different options of like if you want to just use whole skeins of different colors and kind of like mix them in, or if you just want to use a Spin Cycle where it automatically shifts for you. She gives you both those options on the pattern. But yeah, I really like that. It's really cute and she's adorable, Tiff Nealon. Okay, and that's it. Oh my gosh, you guys still here? You might have had to pause that and watch it on a different day. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, just a lot's been going on. Teaching, basically career change. I wasn't even planning on going back to teaching, guys. I was just gonna like sub, and it pulled me right back in. I think it's just because it didn't have anything to do with me like I really need to go back to teaching and fulfill some kind of teaching desire in me. It was more of that I found like just like I fell in love with like the school, the people that work there, the administration, the kids that are there. Like I was just like, this is where I feel like I want to be. And also I feel like this will be good for me this year because Brooke will be gone. Dalen, he was supposed to go off to do some kind of army stuff, and I think it's got delayed. It's got pushed back to a different time schedule, so we're not quite sure when he'll be leaving. But it could just be me and my mom here, because she moved in with us in January, and because Damon's obviously here, but he travels. My husband travels a lot for work, so it would just be like, I don't know, a lot of like sadness and like missing my kids if I wasn't working, I feel like. And so I found something that basically doesn't really feel like a whole lot like work. It's exhausting like work, and it's mentally draining and all that stuff, but I enjoy it. So it's something that gets me out of the house and gives me something to focus on besides how much I miss my kids. That's so sad and depressing. But yeah, I'm excited for the school year, and I'm excited to get started. I'm not excited to go back because I feel like I'm still resting, but I'm excited to kind of see where this year takes me, and it'll be fun. And yeah, it's because it's kindergarten. I've never done kindergarten before, so I'm a little scared, but it's gonna be great. I got a great team, and yeah, it'll be fun. And then yeah, all the kids are doing all their things. Brooke is going off to college. We're taking her like the Friday before I start my first day of school on Monday is when we take her. So it's actually kind of good, because it'll give me Saturday to have a little mental breakdown. Sunday, I'll be gearing up for Monday, so I'll be stressed out about the first day of school. So then it really doesn't give me a lot of time to process. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but that's what we're going with. Okay, yeah, so hopefully I'll keep recording. There's no promises, guys. I don't know. I want to record one more time before school starts, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so let me know how you guys are doing. I miss talking to you guys. I see you guys I don't even really post a lot on Instagram. I do check it though, so I've been keeping up with all you guys on Instagram, and I haven't been watching a lot of podcasts, like YouTube, knitting YouTube videos. I did a little bit in the end of June. I was able to get back on. I kind of get caught up a little bit, but now I'm behind again. Hopefully you guys are watching the Olympics. I'm excited to get started watching the Olympics, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your summer. Talk to you guys later. Bye.